All right, so Gildenberg Apocalypse 6, check. It is time for us to do the same with Lakeburg, but in light of the fact that this stream is not going to be going on too much longer, I want to do a bit of science. So we are going to go with Apocalypse 6 because that's just the way we roll. But what we're going to try is we're going to try and do the opening night and then build 3 gold mines and see if we can get that portion of our economy going super early, which means we're potentially going to have 2 people with only 1 weapon. So without further ado, let's go for it. See what happens. That's a Buster Sword if ever I've seen one. Let's see, where are we getting attacked from? First Knight's going to be up top. I kind of prefer up top. I feel like you don't have... They always come through this for the most part. Now, what exactly are we getting? What are we getting here? Who do we have on the team? We have Carlotta, who is possessed, steadfast with an eagle eye, and is rocking an adamantium 2-handed sword. Decent. The minus mana regen is a bummer, and that's going to be compounded by the fact that we don't have Harvester. Then we have Calanthe. Oh, that's a name that I haven't heard in a while. That was a Game of Thrones character, right? Does have Harvester. Is a sniper, discreet, and soft-hearted. Soft-hearted is a bummer. It's going to take us a while to dig out of that hole. And then last but not least, we have Sandria, also rockin' Harvester. You are a wildling, rugged, and a straggler. The straggler is going to be a little annoying. Now, who was I looking at? One of you, the eagle eye. I am tempted to swap Carlotta into being the staff user, because I think the power staff scales super well with damage. And then you, I don't mind. The worn heavy armor is just bad, though. The worn light armor. We have 2 light armors. This is, if you're our melee, you're getting that one. And then I think our ranged character keeps that, and then this worn heavy armor we're not going to use. Now, the swift boots are fine. That's fine. And then the crystal amulet. We're not going to be able to spend, like early on especially, things like the crystal amulet are particularly disadvantageous because you end up with the inability to even spend all the action points that you have. Now, given that, yeah, it's really good. As an example, Rusty, they just recently added in the upper right-hand corner here a lot more information to these tooltips that are super beneficial for quickly at a glance understanding your characters. So like, for instance, I just noticed that Calanthe is sitting at -4 accuracy, and I want to understand why that is. I think these pants need to go. And you have 13 accuracy, so let's do that and get Calanthe's accuracy up. There we go. So swapping around some gear, we can make sure that everybody has a little bit. Now, all of a sudden, your accuracy just took a huge swing. I think that's okay, though. -1 we can probably absorb. All right, cool. So if this is runners, they're going to be on top of us almost immediately, but we'll do our best. Okay, no runners is good. So I am gonna try and take out the sensors because they are frustrating. Okay, so that's what I was saying before. See, so like if Calanthe was still wearing, or was wearing the power amulet, we'd have a very hard time making that work. If we step to here, this is about as far as we can go. So I'm just gonna grab those 2 and then move back and defend up. Now, unfortunately, we're really lacking we're really lacking mana regen on Carlotta. That's going to be something that we're going to have to... struggle through a little bit. Might as well Turtle Stance. I swear, I've never seen Turtle Stance before. That has to be new. If anyone can confirm or deny the existence of Turtle Stance, I would be very, very curious. Okay, that's all we get there. Now, we have a really good opportunity here. That's pretty sick. But what are we actually getting out of that? We're getting 7 for slightly more mana than we would get out of this. So I think... Okay, it is new. Thank you, Hewa. I appreciate you you coming through with the details. Was it added? Trying to think when it. I guess with the economy update, it was added. That's the only thing that would make sense, I guess. The breakpoint on this power staff is ridiculous. Ah. Somebody is a bot who wants to get banned. Boom. Done and done. All right. Do that. Hit the turtle stance. It's certainly a fun one. I think it's cute, to be sure. Probably. That's fine. We have so little mana, or so little movement on... Actually, hold on. On Sandria that I think maybe I'll go with the Sword Blast instead. Let's see. Whoops, too much. I don't think we have any isolated benefit, so this is probably unnecessary, but... Okay, that's probably all the mana I want to spend on Carlotta. And I'm going to spend 2 here. Because then I think, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, already... Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. Yes, that's all we really get. Just armor up and let it go. But yeah, this new start's going to be really interesting from my perspective. The idea of going triple gold mine and being just absolutely stone cold broke on equipment during the first round is an interesting one. I'm not opposed. Okay, 1 to the left gets that taken care of. You are at 34, total 36. Wait, how is that possible? I guess the first action. Do we prefer... I think we prefer Impaling Bolt all day, every day at the moment. Until the damage starts to fall off. This crossbow is doing insane work, though. That was a miskey. The breakpoints on this staff, which this is, I talk fairly frequently about this. This first night is the most predictable, right? Like the game devs know basically beyond a shadow of a doubt exactly how much damage you're doing based on the gear that you got, and exactly how much hit points the enemies have, and then the game becomes a lot less deterministic from now. Flock. I do not know when it is coming out of the beta branch. My suspicion, are we still sitting? We still have, yeah, we can still do a quick sword blast here, I think. My suspicion is it's pretty close. It's been up on the beta branch for a solid chunk of time now. So I would suspect that it is going to arrive any second now on the main branch. I've had super good luck with the beta branch though. Not to encourage you, but I have not had any major issues, and I have pretty extensively played on the beta branch. Okay, I can afford to move forward one more. But yeah, this power staff is hitting below its weight class, to be sure. And then yeah, I'm just gonna roll back. These front two, I would be shocked if either of them were able to connect a hit at minus 68 accuracy. Okay, let's check kills, see who is most starved. 24 for Carlotta, 30 for Calanthe, 27 for Sandria. So the power staff is indeed underperforming in a big way. But yeah, so one data point, Flock, of note is that they did just mention that their new map is on the horizon. And then actually, were you the 30? You were the 30. So let's give you some kills. Now I'm going to use the power staff to get that last kill. This guy is debuffed. He shouldn't hit. Yeah. But yeah, they mentioned that there's a new map coming with a new boss, so that's very exciting. I'm guessing it is going to be part of the larger full release of the economy changes and the damage rework, or they might do a push of the current game state minus the new boss. It's one of the two. All right, so the recommended new build that we are going to be experimenting with here, we did get very lucky with sensors that first night, and I didn't mention it. We are not so lucky tonight. So what we're going to do here is we are going to... Hold on, I want to go back and find the actual recommendation for how we were supposed to get the 3. Yeah, so day 1 you build 2 houses, destroy the 4x4 ruins, and buy 3 gold mines. Okay, let's give that a go. So it's going to be house. We're going to destroy a 4x4, and then we're going to go triple gold mine. The math seems a little concerning. I feel like we're pretty far off from that 3rd gold mine. Interesting. All right, well, we're still gonna give it a go. Non-level 1 weapons at this point are gonna be really hard to swallow, but big money, no whammies. The adamantium rifle is pretty good. Hate to leave the legendary pants behind, but the rifle is going to be important. Calanthe has a decent amount. We're just going to end up trying to hold them at bay with it. I have no idea how... Well, I'm going to go back one more time. Day 1, you build 2 houses, destroy a 4x4 ruin, and buy 3 gold mines. You get extra weapons. Nope. Yeah, so I think that was just not... So you need to buy the houses to tear down the 4x4. I don't think... Because even at the starting point, you're not going to have enough for a gold... I don't think 3 gold mines on night 1 is realistic on Apocalypse... anywhere above Apocalypse 4. Yes, this is the open beta branch in Steam, L.A. And yeah, I think it's absolutely worth going into. I think it's... It adds a lot to the game. The damage rework in particular has been super awesome. So let's see, your accuracy is okay. So I'm going to pick up... What do we have on offer over here? Isolation. Be more interested if it were opportunism. I'm going to grab the crit though, I think. And then I am going to roll this. Forget, what are you rocking? Yeah, okay. Momentum is at least slightly interesting. Let me get 1 perk, which I think is going to be steady aim. Make you a bit of a turret. No, it does not mess with meta progression in my experience. Everything just remains the same. If you have a currently running game, that game will be destroyed or prove no longer viable. I guess that's a better way to put it. 8 accuracy. I could take damage. You do have it, so we don't need the daily mana regen. So we definitely want to roll this one once. Propagation, probably not. Yeah, I've swapped back and forth plenty of times, L.A. and never had any major issues with it. So, ooh, hard to say no to 10% damage, but this is the character who is missing. This is the character that's missing accuracy. I think that accuracy is going to hurt us, but I think that's the way we have to go. So yeah, so 2 gold mines is still good. It's 1 less than I was hoping for, and we will put down a catapult here to try and stave things off, but next turn we're absolutely going to need the seer, and we're not... Yeah, I don't think this this progression that we were recommended works as well as I was hoping it was going to, but that's okay. We're in science mode. That's the way science mode goes sometimes. Gonna pool the materials. That's not a big deal. I don't think with 11 gold. Oh, actually, if we're gonna sell the crystal amulet. We're gonna sell this, and then rusty dagger. It's nothing to sneeze at. It's more actions, right? We'll take it. And then our only person who doesn't have a second item is our power staff user, who, you know, that'll be okay. It will be as okay as it is going to be. Oh, that needs to be closed. This is where things get serious, though, I will say. Let's see. Gonna move to here so we can get that gone. So with 4 actions left and only 2 movement. If I move to here, I'm not opening myself up that much. Oh, but it's just so much mana. Like, I want to spend the mana, but I think I'm better off with some throwing daggers. I ended up putting myself in a less advantageous position anyways. And then actually, I'm going to come over this way, because here's what I'm thinking. there's a nice 6 spot here that we could take advantage of. And then if I move to here, I can get you zapped. Okay, this turned out pretty decently. I don't really want to... Do I want to spend on suppressive fire? Okay. It's not terrible. These two kind of ran out of steam. But talk about close quarters, like... Now let's see. Can I sword charge? Do I have enough range to get across this gap? I do. I only get 1 kill. Ooh. Oh, by the way, Void, it was you who suggested it before. How in the world are you getting 3 gold mines on night 1? I bought 2 and I was left with 11 gold. What's your secret? Because I was attempting to execute on the strategy that you were kind enough to gift me with, but I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to get 3 gold mines eked out. Unless, even if I sold like all of my gear, I wasn't getting to 74 from 11. But maybe that's what it was. That's what it was about. Maybe I needed to literally sell every pair of pants and everything in betwixt and tween. Okay, let's get this, and then you have extra actions, so let's get this sensor taken care of. I'm definitely spending mana that I don't have. I don't have at the moment. Someone's gonna be able to take him out. But I think we're okay. Ah, got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so the... What is Apoc? Apoc 4 comes with 20% more costs. And yeah, that was unfortunately more than I had in the coffers. So I'm doing the 2 gold mine strategy, and we'll just have to wait and see how well or poorly that one works. Three gold mines sounded like an absolute dream, though, I do want to say. I was like, that's amazing. I want 75 gold a turn with for in perpetuity. That would be an absolute delight. Ugh, this guy's in such an awkward place. Alright, only you remain. I'm not sure who's fallen farthest behind on kills. I'm super curious. I feel like everybody's pulling their weight relatively the same. 57 for Carlotta, 58 for Calanthe, 58 for Sandria. Wow. My intuition was off by 1. So Carlotta, we're going to give 2 kills to. So this ties it up at 58, 58, 58. So then... Now you're at 59. Now you're at 59. Now you're at 60. You're at 60. You're at 60. Perfect. But yeah, I think that extra gold mine makes a huge difference. Wait, those were not the numbers I saw. I must have messed that up. Yeah, I can. I mean, if this run on Apocalypse 6 fails fast, I'm down to try another start and see. But this is going to be tough because I think this is the turn where I need the seer, and I'm not going to be that flush with gold. Yeah, I'm only just barely. So okay, so this is what I think I would have to do. Yeah, and this foregoes the seer void, unfortunately, right? If what I think I would do is I think I would house expansion. Well, okay, let me start. Let me start with this one. So I do this, that gets us to 247, but we're spending 168 on the seer. And then we would have to sink 3 in. I think we still don't get the 3rd gold mine. All right, well, let's try it out because I don't think... Oh, wait, no, because, yeah, we only have 4 workers. And we're at max houses, which means we would need to do 3 upgrades of 120 to push back the fog. That's too much. That's too much. Yeah, I think 8 workers is unfortunately better than going heavy gold mine early because we're in a bad place right now where I'm not even sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll try to make it without the seer. So the greed play here, if we're going for greed, the greed play is... Get all of our workers. Get that going. Now, not only is this is without even having full weapons on everyone either. So we get to here, which means that we can get our 3rd gold mine. And then we really need to buy a 2nd weapon because... like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mist is 5 away. That's pretty terrifying. I'm going to put you, like, out here, and then you're going to go here. Let's see what our night reward is. We need a 2nd item for our power staff user. I don't mind the druid staff. Go for, like, an opportunism build. I could get down with that. So we're looking for opportunism over here, and I think we're also rolling for it. I'll take poison too, but your accuracy is already at 23. The move is pretty tempting. You don't have the poison trees, so that was probably not a great investment. I'm looking at contamination here. Yeah, I think so. We do have Sadist. That will be a saving grace here. 8% accuracy, 1% accuracy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking, Voight. You and I are well aligned on that one. You have decent accuracy. We need to get your accuracy up a little bit more. And then you have Harvester, so this is a roll. We'll take the XP gain. And then we just need the movement. Calanthe is slow. Oh wait, no, Queen Calanthe wasn't Game of Thrones. Queen Calanthe is The Witcher. There we go. I knew it sounded familiar, but I could not for the life of me place it. The accuracy is a must lock. We just need to get to the point where we're able to hit some things. And then we don't need the mana regen. Yeah, we'll go physical damage. I think the movement is more important than Avid Learner. I was eyeing Avid Learner, but like this is gonna be a tough night, I think. Because that's all she wrote. So -3 movement doesn't help that much when the enemies enter and before you get a chance to cast on them, they're already on your walls. But we'll see. We'll see. We have a bunch of gold. We can't buy anything with the gold. That's a bummer. I'm tempted to buy some of these mine upgrades. But maybe we just look and see. Oh yeah, wait, do we still need? No, we got the druid staff. But you with the dagger. Is the dagger what we want? We may want to, there's not really a way we can invest in economy except for doing one level up, which we might still be able to. What's your second weapon? The rifle. Yeah, the rifle's pretty good. So I don't know if I agree with that one either, Voight. Like having 3 spare workers to get 75 gold, like, so the way that I think about it is as soon as you have a surplus of workers, the mine plus upgrade is essentially free, right? You get back 25, so it costs you 11 gold for it. And then moving forward, like, you're gonna have workers that you can put places. Like, you're not gonna be, I guess with Lakeburg, you'll eventually get to a point where you're full on workers, but having one upgraded at the very least, I think is a shoo-in. Just because you gain the ability to have one leftover worker and put them somewhere useful. So I think that upgrade is relatively worth it. But with 55, I'm not really seeing anything that screams to me as particularly useful. $25 is less. I mean, at what tier does that break point happen? Because it's not right away. Like, you know, at this tier, if I'm selling a, you know, like very very end game, I'll agree with you. But like, in the interim, you're going to have a lot of times where you're going to like tear down a 3 ruin. You're going to have one person left over. I don't know. We really don't have anything in here that's particularly transformative though. We could go cultist robes at tier 2 green armor. I mean, that's pretty early on. Unfortunately, we could sell. Maybe we sell to get something going here. Hard to sell that because you're a melee. That can get sold, that can get sold, that can get sold. Was that enough? No. We have to sell more if we're going to try and get the armor maker going. The 20% hits pretty hard. So that can get sold and that can get sold. 78 gets us to the armor maker, so that'll be good for next turn. But the seer needs to come in and come in big next time. All right, let's see if we can survive. I'm unconvinced. That's all I will say on the matter. This is what I'm talking about. Like, when you get archers and those archers are literally at the door when they arrive, it's a little spicy. Should have used perforate there. Also, probably shouldn't have gone so deep. How did I end up so deep? That was not my vision. I think we're gonna have to come over here and just support. This is way too... No, catapults cost 120, Voight. Sorry. So, no. I had 100, and these cost 120 because of the Apoc 4 increase. So, unfortunately, that is no dice. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, it trust me, it is, it throws me off too. But yeah, it is critically tricky. I think I come here and try and get rid of you. All right. Well, we're gonna take some hits, but Archers is a bad draw for night number 1, as a side note. Unrelated to everything else. This is not a good setup for us. I think we need to deploy the catapults to thin things out here. This needs to go too, just for visibility's sake. Can I sneak something through here? Oh, I mean, spreading the minus accuracy is not... It's not nothing, that's for sure. Okay, now up here, you didn't end up as badly off as I expected you to be. I think I'm going to come back here and just put some damage in on this, and we'll give this a second to progress so that we can get some better catapult hits in, but this is spicy. Yeah, hoppers plus archers on night 3 when you're going heavy econ is would not recommend. Let's see. What's the play? Yeah, as a side note, like suppressive fire here is absolutely not gonna do a dang thing. Let's see. Let's get you and you and you, and then we'll get you. Trying to ensure that the hoppers don't get too many buffs off. Those misses, though, I tell ya. Let's see. What do we got left? We got one action point left here. They're only minus 17. They're basically a third of a chance to miss the wall entirely. I think I'm going to focus my energy on this guy. Okay. A third of the time happens none of the time. We're gonna be in a bad way when all is said and done here, I think. I'm gonna spend some mana. I think we just need to. That was underwhelming. Jeez. Now, unfortunately, because of the close quarters, I can't even get the impaling shot there. And they've perfectly eluded my my explosive bolt. Tricksy rabbits. I'm kind of leaning on lack of accuracy here to try to hopefully get some work done. I don't think that's worth it. That was the wrong skill. Let us never speak of that again. Okay, well, the walls are still doing wall things. I think I'm just going to body block here. Okay. Yeah, I would not describe this as a particularly, tonight doesn't feel good, and I am very concerned that this is not going to... It's not like we're going to come into tomorrow and be like, look, we're suddenly rich. I think we're in a bad way, and we're not... That's not going to change based on the 75 gold that we're getting from 3 gold mines. So... Yeah, unfortunately, Contagion also doesn't work the way that I wish Contagion allowed you to spread to things that already have Contagion. Intuitively, that makes sense to me, but I understand for balance purposes why that might be not the way they implement things. Meanwhile, though, Sandria is doing work. Getting rid of that just because revenge is sweet. So yeah, we mortgaged the farm to get here. Let's see how I feel with once we get what we need to get. All right, so let's see. So now I buy the seer. Well, we don't have a 4 ruin anymore. So let's do a 3 and a 1, and then we can put our seer kind of in a protected place. We need to push back the fog because I'm getting claustrophobic. And then 1 worker. I think it is worth having 1 upgraded mine. We don't lose much in the way of gold. We spend 11 gold and we come away pretty healthy. Okay, so we have a hand crossbow. I'm not really that intrigued. Although you pair a hand crossbow with a night shield with propagation damage on it, and all of a sudden my eyebrow is slightly more raised. I just left this in my inventory. No concern whatsoever. Let's see. So what do we need? So we have a little bit of money. We've basically gotten to the same point. Is there a way for me to get to 120 gold to upgrade selling prices? No. So you're talking about the shopkeeper's friend upgrade. Is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about the 180 gold that it costs to get the item level increase, which would make all of our sales more lucrative as well? This ain't happening. No way, no how. So shopkeeper's friend is cheap. It's only 36 gold. We're producing 1 item. Like, I don't think at a 1 production, 10% more gold from 1 production is going to make a big difference. Right? Am I, put down another pair of those. Yeah, I don't think that's going to make a big difference. I mean, I like the shield. I feel like we just need higher tier weapons, though. Or is the game taunting us and we just go in heavy on the hand crossbow and try and make it work? The shield plus the hand crossbow is a nice combo, but our character who's in the flex spot is the one that we would be switching over. I feel like we just need the range. Calanthe already has the best gear. Yeah, I don't think it works. This was the night reward, unfortunately. So this is not... It's a nice hat, but we no longer have access to a hand crossbow. Although, hold on, is there a hand crossbow in the shop? Of course there's not. Because now we're in a position where we have enough to make... I mean, we could even go hand crossbow on Carlotta. Get rid of the druid staff. I think too many stars are aligning for us not to pick these up. They won't benefit us tonight, unfortunately. And I might even go fishing for a hand crossbow. Yeah, I'm going to roll once to see if we can get a hand crossbow. Nope, we cannot. But these two are just such an enabler for getting some wave clear early. That's true. We can still use them on the dagger. It's not nearly as transformative on the dagger, but we'll toss them over there for now. That just means this side is going to be, I think, taken care of, or needs to be taken care of. But I'm very concerned about Carlotta. The Ronin scarf is nice. What's the opportunism item? Like, I can't think of, like, you know, like Ronin is isolation. I don't know what the opportunism equivalent is. Wow. The Mage Cape, 25 poison damage, less propagation bounces, and an action point. An action point is a big increase. Like, Carlotta could use that. Yeah, Cultist is definitely poison. Is Cultist poison and opportunism? Could be. Let's do our level up, see if we get anything particularly astounding. We need the mana regen just because lack of Harvester is going to be ruinous for us. And I think we just take the damage because we had enough accuracy. Let's see. None of this is great. Sadist will help in a second, but in the meantime... Can't really take First Blood. I think it would just kill us. Fatality, we don't want to be that close. I'm almost never angry when I take third eye. First eye. Good old first eye. Forever don't worry about accuracy again. I think that's a yes. And then do we take propagation damage for the future? Yeah, I think we do. Well, is this even going to be the character? Oh yeah, you have neither Initiator nor... You do have Volatile, but you don't have Initiator. You also don't. Alright, that's... We don't have a great character for that either. That's a good call. We should pick up a scroll. If there's a good one sitting behind the scenes, I'm going to grab Steady Aim, get us a little more range and a little more accuracy. Yeah, so Carlotta... Oh, wait, no, Carlotta doesn't have. Calanthe does. What scroll would we pick up? Yeah, none of these scrolls, but yeah, I'll keep my eye peeled. I think... The Ronin Scarf is pretty decent. The crit power is a bit of a bummer. Nothing in this shop is particularly exciting. I think a second armor maker is a better investment in the future. Assuming there is a future. And then what are you getting for upgrades? Blue crit seems pretty good. And if we take crit, let's take crit power too. And then now I think let's just get a little bit of XP acceleration. Okay. So we got lucky with mist sensors. They're not going to be too disruptive for our next night. So let's do this thing.